Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's stream. Is that the right title? No, it's not. Oh, man. One second. I was not prepared. There you go. Alright. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. This is Source Supreme, and we are back at it with Final Fantasy XIV. Very excited. As you can see, we're here in Gridania. I had to return here in order to get my resting bonus. But, be that as it may, we are going to continue along with the Crystal Palace quest in order to progress to the end of A Realm Reborn. We're here. We're at the end. It's quite exciting. So that means I get to move into my first expansion, as well as get a taste of the first jobs that were ever added to the game. But yes, it's a little bit of an earlier stream today. Catching the VOD. It is currently 9 a.m. So, quite early. Who am I supposed to be talking to here? Ambrose. Okay. Always remember to stay hydrated, folks. Keep a water bottle next to you. It's just good. It'll save you from choking on just random choking fits that you might go into. I don't know if you're like me like that. Why, if it isn't Call Hima himself. I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say? By a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropogeographical endeavor. Quite, however, he came to know of it's another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find himself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first call. I thought it was you. Let's see who this is. Oh, it's Sid! We haven't seen him in forever. What the heck? What brings you to St. Coinax? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparent insufferable foe, yes? No? Ah, I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition, and has kindly pledged his assistance to us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Call. You don't have the faintest idea of what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The sons of St. Coniac are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Algan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Alganite archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tolskavia simply awoke it. I mention this by way of reminding you that you have had one mighty term. What? That you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Algan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Algan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the Lesser Moon Dalmud, before it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all, kept from falling into the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniac legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. Cutscene. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, very deep underground. But like so many other things that were left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed in all of its splendor, a gleaming spire of crystal, pointed at the bosom of the heavens. Heaven's word, you might say. I know that this is the setup for a raid because I've heard of the Crystal Raid before. I'd have never seen it, but I've heard of the Crystal Tower. So I'm very excited for this quest line. Also, we get to see Cid. It's literally been since the end of, like, the main story of A Realm Reborn. Cool. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. The defense take the form of statues, carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The 8 sentinels, as the Sons are wont me to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues, or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we were to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It would be a difficult and dangerous call, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Alright. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using the crystal of corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be passing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe's strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lisnosca, where both the Sepsis spawning grounds and Ugaro mines are locating. Ugamaro mines. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. Whatever you do, please be careful. Interesting. Legacy of Alag. Or the other one, which is the one all the way over there. Let's do that one first, because I fear that one's probably going to be more difficult. It's kind of annoying, but... Awesome. Alright, so we gotta get these crystals so we can break the barriers so that we can get inside. I wonder how long this quest line actually is. I don't really know. Here's the Sepsis spawning grounds. We gotta go all the way over here. To where the crystal is. Probably gonna have to fight some stuff, and then we will get a crystal. Yep, here we go. First fight of the day. Well, that was quick. So this isn't going to actually be too hard. Though, if I remember correctly, the mines of the kobolds are probably the most, like, annoying thing to traverse. Because they're just too small to not fly in. Like, they're just too small to fly in. So I have to land a lot, which means I could end up being dragged into combat really easily. And for you watching there, if you are watching, what should I do first in terms of new class? Genuinely curious, because after I do finish a Realm Reborn, I would like to try out and level up a new class. I'm just not sure which. All right. I'm thinking, because Ninja was the one I wanted to start the game with, I could very well just end up being Ninja. I'm just not sure, because there are a lot of really cool options. I did figure out that, unfortunately, I won't be able to play Red Mage until I finish Heavensward and get Stormblood. Right? Like, get into that expansion. Which is kinda upsetting, to say the least. But yeah. I'll progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastmen's strongholds. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the Beast Tribes. I have seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing compared to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Call. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amalja and Thanalat, the latter in Nadalan, the roost of the Ixal and the hills of Korthus. You can expect them to be closely guarded by the first two, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. To Korthus, because that's probably the quickest. Ixal are not very healthy. Which way was it? It was this way. Yeah, I'm thinking either ninja, monk. What are my other options that I was thinking? Thaumaturge, or one of the tanks. I don't really know. Those are the ones that interest me the most, I have to say. Even technically, like, the white mages don't interest me as much. But I do, out of the healers, I would probably play white mage, just because it's probably the easiest. I don't know if that's just me kind of not really being a little ignorant. I don't know. Which of these is cheaper? I don't really know. I think this will end up being quicker, because that's a pretty easy one to just kind of fly to. Zen Rock. Oh, I wonder if I can fly over this. Oh, cool. I can. Okay, dude. Bring me your leader. Awesome. Sweet. Thankfully, that's pretty quick. Doesn't really take long to get that done. That tower is huge. Very excited to do that. It's gonna be awesome. But a lot of loot. Difficult challenge. Sounds like a good time. Call, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the Beastman? Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed with the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be complete ere we come to that. While the crystals you required are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. They are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defense. They must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Procuring them will be a challenge in it itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Dark matter. It has recently been discovered that the substance of unknown origin has the faculty to assimilate with other forms of matter. effectively restoring them to their original condition. Oh, okay. Specified grade. Dark matter has been shown to bond best to precisely crafted items made from high-quality materials. Used to repair equipment from levels 1 to 50. Okay, cool. Oh... This one. Because this seems like a different quest line. Okay. Maybe I should bring up... Give me 1 second while I bring up the list of the, of quests for this specific thing. Just so that I... Aha. So next is sanding it down. Okay. And then a performance for the ages. Got it. I just have up... Oh no. Dang it. I just have up the quest list in the side picture. Just purely so I know where I'm going. Well, I say substances, but one might just call them one substance, namely aether sand. It has 4 elemental aspected varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stone it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Uldal seems the likeliest place to purchase the quality we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment of our purchase, and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we next meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of aether sand we require. Okay. To the goldsmith. Where'd that guy come from? Goldsmith Guild. I've been here in a little bit. Ah, Mr. Hema. Welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? Give me the sand. You're here on behalf of the Sons of the St. Cognac? What fortunate timing! I was just about to contact Master Rambrose of the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we now have. Pray speak with Jimmy over the... Oh, I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you could do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained in the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. Suppose a man can't do without a midday meal for a year or 2. What's up, Biggs? Call! It's been too long. What brings you here, then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Yeah, the aether sand. Well, now, this is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many guild clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming, and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh, no. You're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the Algan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of the hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here, even for you, lad. We were meant to usher in a new brave new age of technology innovation, if not by technological innovating, eh? How are we meant to usher in? Aha. Ahem. While I hesitate to interrupt such impassioned speech, duty compels me to point out that this gentleman is a representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that his purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? All right. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Alright, 1 of the 4. Hello, Biggs. Oh. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elemental aspected aether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for the shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for this stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know a good place to start. There's said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who, very occasionally, handles the earth-aspected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me holding his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Frog, and you should find him poking around with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Aye, Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. That's funny. Let's see. Is this the guy? Seems like it is. Savior greetings. If you're looking for a hard blade, then you'll have to go look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is a squat, silent type. The type that is a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, it's no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lalafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forgot what it was called. 'Tis apparent worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold, instead of locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, the rogues were awakened, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. A friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. 'Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amalgan mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Uh-oh. Wedge. What happened, Wedge? Sensing defeat, mobile malicious. Oh, wait, no. Rescue Wedge from the abandoned module. Oh gosh. Where is he? Oh, I should guess. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough. Oh. Oh jeez. Well, this is gonna kill me. Bro, this dude, he got me killed. This guy got me killed. So annoying. And yes, I will blame him because I was technically fine, but he kept standing next to me, meaning all the audio attacks were also hitting me. Well, and not the auto attacks, but like the wide sweeping attacks that they were doing were all hitting me as well. He didn't have his tank stance on, so I basically he just killed me. Of course, he's still fighting him. Yeah, now he's dead. Okay. No. Where is Wedge? Hmm. There he is.
How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair, it's just not the sort of thing I do. And now I'm gonna die for it. No, no, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna walk out of here. Here we go. Ah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll never leave and never come back. Call! It's really you. How did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore the smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, it's just in process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research as it happens. It was, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish, and very nearly fatal. But I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked like very much a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my Oh. Oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. You'll find the aether sand in my stead? Oh, thank the gods! You're a true friend, Call. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors.
Oh, of course everybody spawned again. Where am I going? Ah. Uh-oh. What's gonna spawn here? It's gonna be a bunch of bandits. Oh, okay, cool.
Call! Have you had any luck locating the aether sand? Yes, that's it! I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news! What's that? You're also on a mission to collect aether sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of Algan knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved with any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any adventure is worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Alright, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that aether sand before there are any more, little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Call.
I'd like to leave the area of this fate because it is very loud. That was probably a little too loud. I apologize. Maybe, you know what? That's a decent idea. Let me go ahead and see if I can lower the volume. Aha! Let's lower some background music. And let's lower sound effects as well. Alright. Listening position? What does that mean? Oh, like, it's gonna technically hear sounds from more my camera than my character. Okay, that's fine. Probably how most games are. Kinda anyways. Alright. Sanding it down. It's the next step. Ah, Call, you've returned. I take your presence that you were successful in procuring us some aether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? I found 2, buddy. I see. 2 varieties. Well, that's 2 more than I could reasonably expect. And 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I only too well know how capable you are. But aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's work gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Huh. Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How's a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employers are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It would be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambrose, have we any information on where the water and wind aspected types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less enthusiastic about the prospect. There's a complication I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first, let us savor the preliminary victory that Call has won for our cause, if only for a moment. Ooh, Heaven's Eye materia, Savage Aim, Savage Might. Let's go with Direct Hit. I think that's cool. Haven't used, like, any materia. Not really sure when I should. X Potion restores 24% of HP. Wow, that's a lot. Restores 1000 MP, restores 24%. And 600. Ooh, cool. Okay, cool. Yes, I speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked a Charlian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania, and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely characteristic. But I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Parsimantret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where Aether Sand might be bought, it is he. I remember him. The Lancer guy had us do a quest for him at the beginning. Yes? I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Ace? Did you say you wish to purchase... Excuse me? Yes? I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? My dear fellow, have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where you might find the ore from which the water-aspected variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's Gift? That is where the ore is to be found, in an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the Betus nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Alright. That's not gonna stop me, old man. I'm still, like, in shock and awe. Midsummer is just this tiny little dragon that occasionally sits on my, like, back. Like, what? Oh, I remember this area. Okay. The boar is dead. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of Aether Sand with you. The wind-touched variant, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Ixal lodging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Interesting. Well, to the North Shroud, then. I don't think I've been up there, so this will be a cool little detour. I wonder if I can just go over. Uh-huh, looks like I can. And flying in this game, so useful. So useful. Like, it wouldn't let you do that normally. It's just a bunch of ixals staring at me. Bravo! That was quite the show, adventurer. The spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aether Sand slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it's crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dolans. Okay. Yeah, he just gives me the other Aether. Also, what's up with the armored warriors here? Not what you were expecting. I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into Aether Sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that I thought thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Well, this is a god. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. This is 100% some, like, outer god. If not one of the 12, which is pretty interesting if that is the case. But it's definitely some sort of, like, all-seeing being. That's cool. It's just so tall. So cool. Also, you can see the gate. You can see the little walkway. That's cool. What news of your mission? Are we getting closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? Are we? You've brought both? I shall have Master Garlon begin work on the crystals immediately. I'm gonna take the potion. There, that should do the trick. Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Cole here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Algan's front door.
You can't go without us, Chief.
Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you?
Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of Algan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do. But we're not here to take our knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed?
Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology?
Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Alagan Empire, could not save their civilization, and have near doomed ours, twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding that wills such as yours that you have defined the course of history. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Oh, who's this? So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you cannot spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assign of me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I talked a passing adventure with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Oh, he's a Makode. He's got two different color eyes. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? Oh, it's him. I believe an introduction is in order. I'm Gran... So I guess I should do his voice? Nah. I didn't know. I'm Gratia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Gratia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you'll forgive his eccentricities and welcome us as one of our own. So then, our fellowship is complete. All that stands ready to step into the unknown. And all stands ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah! Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Cognac, can we? And we have memorable appellation in our... And we must have a memorable appellation if our venture is to leave its mark on the annals of history. I would claim that NOAA stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical. And so it does, technically, but my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Alagan Archmagus. An Archmagus? I like the sound of that! Haha. Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it's time we set forth to brave our outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? Oh, ready! Oh, I'd like to visor. Did it go down? It did. Awesome. Gentlemen, the secrets of the Alag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Alagan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast. I remember. I went there just kind of because I was curious. Gigas Piku. Aha! The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our numbers who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us, that is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defense which prompted our lengthy preparations. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. Yikes. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the convenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk the life of testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. Oh. Cool. Success! I am convinced. I, for one, am convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. This last one is yours, old friend. Seemed only right. Nice. We have made it through the first obstacle. Now, let us see what lies ahead.
Haha! We did it! So much for the outer defenses!
Indeed, the entrance to the lower tower is at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Call and a handpicked party of his adventurer companions enter the tower.
What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure.
We did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. The outside of the palace is well defended. You can imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Call here fits that description better than anyone I know. And it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While Call and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence on how its technologies function. You know of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, Historian Gratia.
Bah! Do you ever tire of being right, old man?
Call, as it seems, I won't be accompanying you. Please allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell, and we shall join you post-haste, no matter what Master Garlon says. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remained intact, you will have to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Cole. Well, it seems like there's a door right there. The Labyrinth of the Ancients, now accessible. Ooh. Ooh. We get a dungeon and a raid. Duties for alliances. Oh. This duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance. A squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties. This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. While you are an alliance, the class, job icons, and HP bars of alliance members will appear in the right of the party list. By joining forces with other parties, you can achieve that which would otherwise be impossible. Whoa. So, big parties? Also, we actually just made it this far. And yeah, that is a raid. So if I go over here, I don't have access to it yet because it's a raid. But if this is technically a an alliance raid, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh, this is so cool though. Okay, give me 1 second. I will have to pause here. I don't really want to queue up and not be at my computer, but I will be right back. I'm just going to use the bathroom and then I'll be back. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. Let's queue up. This is probably going to take quite a while because we need 15 DPSs, 6 healers, and 3 tanks. That is a lot. Also, I thought it was a total of, oh, like, no, it's 3 full parties. So, one, no, weren't there normally 2 tanks in each full party? Whoa, that was quick. Okay, glad I used the bathroom before checking in. That was super quick. Oh, this is gonna be super cool. There's gonna be so many people. Ooh, let's see, let's see. Light party. Pool party. Oh no. Interesting. Oh, look at how many people there are. Crystal Tower, the labyrinth of the ancients. Whoa, this is so cool. This is sick. Oh, interesting. So somebody left. I guess we're all going this way, huh? This is super cool looking. So many people. This is insane. Oh, it's a fight. Dragon teleporter. Not this again. This is crazy. Oh, this is a boss fight for sure. Oh, look at that. Bone dragon. Whoa, what is that? Oh. That guy just stood there. Are we doing something wrong here, or is this just kind of how it's supposed to go? Sabotunes of light. Uh-oh, I'm behind. Oh gosh. Where's everybody? Okay, they're this way. Oh man, I'm gonna be behind. What did I get? What happened? Loot. I passed on those. Oh, I'm gonna need to pass on these, aren't I? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh my gosh. They're probably already fighting, aren't they? Yeah, yeah they are. Majority of them are over here. Oh, maybe I need to go over there. Well, too late. We're a bunch of sprouts? No, some of us aren't. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. What's happening with these? I don't know. Oop, boss fight. Hmm. I don't really know what I'm doing. Uh... Hello? The heck? Oh, is that taking so long? Oh, Royal Ceaseless Gloves. Valid Scoundrel. White Mage. Okay, no. Archer, Bard, Machinist. No, I'm okay. I'll just pass. Wait, what happened? Where's everybody? Where'd everybody go? Oh, they're ahead. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, they're just in a fight. Oh gosh. Ah! Okay, I see. Is that a behemoth? We need a tank. Oh! I don't know what happened. Oh, I see. Am I being griefed? Oh gosh. That was it? Oh. Huh. Oh. Well, there it goes. Huh. Whoa. Yeah, that's a boss. He will take off center, run to the pad. In the center, cast Ancient Fire. What the heck is happening? Oh, I tried. I didn't make it in time. Thank you, Doodoo Floos. Where did it spawn me? Oh, come on! Ah, I was so close. Oh, cool, I got that. What's this? Need a copy of Hubris? Oh, cool. That'd be cool. Ooh, that'd be cool. Uh-oh. Crown of Light. Nah. Nah. Oh, wait. Oh, I was gonna thank him. That's very busy. I'm gonna have to look up how these things work. Because that was quite a mess, and I feel like I was so close. Ho there, Call. Very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes. Volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scales of the structure defy comprehension. Someone plainly thought bigger was better. According to the findings of my Berdessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what are the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that will have been Phlegethon, not Archon, Phlegethon. He was a hero of the Allegan Revolution. And you glean that from what exactly? His choice of weaponry? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower was defended by the champions of Eld, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this! Well, well, there it is. The foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to the St. Coniac's find for the present, and there plan our next step. Lest there be any doubt, our expedition has been some way to go yet. Well, that was one messy trial. That is for sure. But it was a lot of fun. Give me 1 second while I do something really quick. Okay. Ready. I wonder if I can just kind of fly. Oh wait, I can't fly here. It let me mount, but it doesn't let me fly. Interesting. Dang it. Let's get dragged into combat. Oh, that was a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to do the raid without actually looking stuff up. So well, we'll get there. Garsomer, move. So good of you to join us, Call. Our meeting would be dull indeed without a full account of your experiences in the labyrinth. Take a moment to collect yourself, and when you're ready, we shall debate how best to proceed. Oy, oy, oy. For prosperity. What part of the quest is this? How far? For prosperity. Oh, okay, like 4 more left. That was like the halfway point. Okay. Well, let us continue. Let's see. Tenacity, skill speed, spell speed. Ooh, I think I want the spell speed one, because I need a lot of those for Black Mage, don't you? And if I ever want to actually do that, I will need the spell speed. The Fellowship of Noah being accounted for, it is time for this assembly was called to order. Ramboros will be presiding over the meeting. If you would be so kind as to inform him of your readiness to proceed. Welcome back, Call. I have just been reading about your encounter in the Labyrinth of the Ancients. It pleases me greatly to note that you seem no worse the wear for experience. For your reference, I have added my own notes to Graha's preliminary expedition report and begun compiling a Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein and available to you at all times. Wait, Crystal Tower survey log. The information contained therein will be available to you at all times. Should you have any questions, you need only ask. Now, if there are no objections, I shall begin with a summary of the expedition's key accomplishments. Oh. Well, there you go. Quest accepted and completed. Literally talk one NPC and then the next. In the course of this, our first foray into the grounds of the Crystal Towers, we succeeded in neutralizing the structure's outer defenses, before proceeding to secure the maze's surroundings and the base of the spire. According to Call's account, the labyrinth's defenses were most emphatically active. Disturbingly, his report also mentions a violent encounter with a sentry heavily augmented by Algan technology. In short, our misgivings were well founded. The Crystal Tower was not simply thrust above ground by the chaotic shifting of Earth. It has somehow been reawoken. If, as it seems increasingly likely, the tower's secrets should prove too dangerous to share with the world, we will have no choice but to contain them. Short of leveling the place, this will almost certainly involve returning its mechanisms to a state of dormancy. To do that, however, we first need to address the question of how they work, the answer to which must surely be waiting inside us, the tower itself. In conclusion, that is where we must go. A rather easier said than done. A task rather easier said than done. If the perils of the labyrinth are any indication. Then I move that all further exploration of the tower be delayed until such a time as exhaustive analysis of the structure's defenses have been completed. Master Garland, may I entrust this task to you? It would be my pleasure.
Don't forget about us!
It's like you said, Chief. We founded the Ironworks to make sure that technology was used for the right reasons, and that means making sure not used for the wrong ones. We wouldn't be doing our jobs if we didn't see this through to the end. Lads, well, I hope you're ready for some back-breaking chores. Well, everything seems to be in hand here, so I shall take my leave of you for the present. If I am to witness this valiant tale unfold with mine own eyes, I must need hone my martial skills ere we ascend the spire. You'll do nothing the sort, Gra. Your knowledge may prove useful to Master Garland's investigation. An observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject... As an observer, I am not, strictly speaking, subject to your authority. Pray do not mistake my intent, Call. I am well aware that I shall never be a match for one of your innate talents, however hard I train. Be that as it may, pray do not allow your skill to rust from the disuse during the coming pause. We will need you fighting fit enough if our subsequent forays are to prove as productive as this one. Mark me, we have not yet caught more than the briefest glimpse of that which time has obscured. Soon, however, we shall cast off the veil and gaze upon the glory of the Algan Empire. And with that encouraging thought in mind, it is time to bring this assembly to a close. Let us focus on the task at hand, that our next expedition may begin all the sooner. Meeting adjourned. Who's this guy? Such a terrible mess. Yet it does leave the door wide open, so to speak. One cannot help but be impressed. I'm beginning to understand the reliance you place on adventurers, old friend. So, This is the legacy the Allegan Empire left behind. My readings are correct. The energy source waiting atop the tower is a match for even the Ultima weapon. Nay, more than a match. A new toy for me to play with. I believe the fates had conspired to deny me my just rewards once again, but it would seem they have a greater destiny for me in mind. Of course, it's just him without his outfit. It's the guy that looked like a dragoon, but red. And so long as my ambition burns, I shall strive to seize it. The dream lives on, Cid. Do not disappoint me. That's the guy that we talked to at the beginning. Excuse me. Reminder to drink water. Daily and hourly. Your hourly reminder. Ah, 'tis you, my friend. You are doubtlessly eager to hear of our progress on the Crystal Tower. Excellent. I'll be disappointed to hear otherwise. Of course, disappointed is the word of the day, I fear. I'm ashamed to say that there is nothing worthwhile to report. The suns continue to probe the labyrinth of the ancients, and every day bring new discoveries. Alas, the same cannot be said of the Crystal Tower proper. We've not been able to set so much a single foot inside. You will recall how the ancient sentinels stood between us and the labyrinth initially. In like manner, the entryway into the principal spire, Cypress Tower, the Allegans called it, is also protected by technology far more advanced than our own. Sid and I have tried every trick we know, but without success. Frankly speaking, we are at a loss. It is discouraging, but we cannot give up. There must be a way in. And so the situation stands, my friend. Till we gain entry into the tower, I fear your talents shan't avail us. It would require time that I am loath to waste, but I have a mind to set to my people for scouring such ancient text as we have on hand. Perhaps we can be of assistance. And you are? I don't know these people. Be at ease, friends, for we share the self-same goal. I am Une, and my companion is called Doga. We are scholars of the Allegan civilization, sent by the students of the Baldessian to assist in your endeavor. Une and Doga. Rather unusual names for this day and age. I might be forgiven for observing, but I digress. You claim to be here at the student's behest, where we received ne'er word of your coming. Moreover, in light of recent incidents at the Isle of Val, I should think that they have rather more pressing concerns. We can only assume that the message failed to reach you due to some mishap. I assure you that we are here to help. What is it, Gra? It's nothing. There was a pain, but it has subsided. Well, this is rather unexpected. Your right eye is the same as ours. The same? You have the Algan eyes as well? The sanguine hue is this trait to be unique to the Allegans, yet I inherited it from my father, as he did from his. Only one child in a single generation is born with the eye. All my life I have sought to learn the truth of its manifestation. Is there aught you know? I implore you to tell me. My deepest apologies, but we have no answer for you. Only one thing is certain. Those who possess the trait are bound by fate to Alleg. As your eyes have placed you upon the path you walk, So too have we come here to fulfill our destiny. Absurd though it may sound, it is the truth. It seems we have not to lose by accepting their aid. What say you? If that is your wish, then so be it. Yet know that I mean to verify your story with the students of Baldessian when I am able. I trust there will be no objections. Very well. Of this moment, I name Une, and Doga advisory members of NOAA. Without further ado, let us have them examine the Cypress Tower entrance. I promise you'll not have cause to regret your decision. Call. I should be much obliged if you would accompany our new friends to the tower. Biggs and Wedge are presently surveying the 8 sentinels. The 2 of them can show you on the way. Upon arrival, pray report to Master Garland. He will brief you on the situation. I shall join you, Cole. With Une and Dogna's knowledge along with your uncanny knack for setting events in motion, I am hopeful that we may finally see progress. Okay. Okay. To the tower. Biggs, how goes it? Well, if it isn't Call. Eager to enter Cypress Tower and kill everything in sight, no doubt. As I'm sure you've already heard, though, the place is locked up tight as a clam. New friends from the students, you say? Excellent. It's been slow going, or rather, no going, for the chief. He'll appreciate the help. If you just follow me, I'll take you to him. Let me see. He's in the labyrinth, then? Or at the door? Ah, some old faces to lift the spirits, and a couple new ones besides. Allow me to introduce Une and Doga. They are scholars of the ancient Allag, sent here by our friends of Baldessian to aid in the investigation. We understand you're having trouble circumventing the tower's defenses. 'Tis our hope that we might be of some small assistance. If your attires ought to go by, your assistance should prove invaluable indeed. To begin with, let me tell you where we stand. Beyond rises Cypress Tower, the principal spire of the structure collectively known as the Crystal Tower. The only way to get inside is through the proverbial front door, the imposing gate you see here. The problem is, can't get it to open. It's sealed by some mechanism whose workings are an utter mystery to us. Having had no success via more orthodox methods, I went at it with everything from a pickaxe to Magitech cannon, nothing so much as a scratch on it. For a blessing, the gate doesn't try to reduce us to ashes like the 8 sentinels. That doesn't make it any less of an effective security measure. It's fiendishly frustrating in its simplicity. The only clue we have is the elaborate device carved upon it. A man and a woman respected. Algan royalty, by my judgment. Oh, I see. Precisely who these individuals were, we cannot say, nor do we know whether the device actually serves a purpose. Like as not, it is purely decorative. Mm-hmm. You're just gonna walk up to it and open? I swear. It's gonna work, isn't it? Oh my god. If you're thinking of forcing it, save your strength. It's no use. Just ask the calluses on my hands. Rest assured, we do not mean to waste our strength. Indeed. Why should we exert ourselves when the gates will open of its own accord? Oh! Holy moly. I don't think any of us expected that to happen. Seven hells. What is this? What did you do? What are you? Piercing the heavens and gathering the light, a symbol of mankind's glory and might. Its virtue guarded by gates impregnable, only to those of royal blood answerable. Exactly as passed down through legend, I'm delighted to see. Beg pardons for interrupting your bewilderment. I couldn't help but notice remarkable playthings you have acquired. Nero, you're still alive? Garland. If I didn't know any better, I would say you weren't happy to see me. Ah, but I jest. In light of our recent meetings, you have every right to be wary. But rest assured, I am no longer a threat to you. My legion is for all intents and purposes defunct, and my association with it by means of a tight noose awaits me back in Garlemald. And so I've been roaming this land of Eorzea, a regular itinerant. In the course of my wanderings, I chanced to catch wind of your latest venture. It sounded positively fascinating, and so I decided to come here and join you. After the wrongs you've committed, you think that us gullible? You think us that gullible? If you are suspicious of my intent, 'tis only but just deserts. But I am determined to make amends. As a gesture of goodwill, I will share with you what I know, starting with these two odd characters. As you are doubtlessly already aware, the Crystal Tower was the symbol of ancient Alag's might and prosperity. Entry was permitted only to royalty and a select few individuals. According to the records I have unearthed, only royal blood can open the gate. In other words, the Emperor and his progeny were living keys. You mean to say that these two are descendants of the Alagan royalty? Oh, I suggest nothing so glamorous. To put it plain, they are imitations of royalty, living keys born of Alagan ingenuity. Clones, I believe, is the name your creators gave your kind. Is that not so? 'Twould seem that the time for concealment is past. Pray accept our apologies. 'Twas not our intent to deceive. We simply wished to avoid causing undue alarm by prematurely making what many would consider deranged claims.
If it pleases you, let us return to the 8 Sentinels. There is much and more to tell.
Very well. Seven hells. Do you seriously mean to follow us around? Come, Garland. You know me better than to think that I spoke in jest. What more will it take for us to be reconciled? Gift, perhaps? An elegant tombstone. It holds the information I just shared with you, and a deal more besides. I used it to be the jealously guarded property of the 14th Legion, but it's yours now. I wish you joy of it. I look forward to working together, old friend. I don't know if I trust him. Especially not after the, things he was saying before. We get Doga. Ooh. I see, that's the labyrinth. And then we were at the base of it. You are ready to listen, we shall tell you all. As it pertains closely to your investigation, your leader, Rambros, may wish to be present. Do it. Give us voice acting. Though it's a side quest and you probably won't. Before we begin, pray allow me to apologize again. It was not our intent to deceive you. As you would have already gathered, we are not scholars sent by the students of Baldessian. Nay, we are clones, copies of people who once existed, given life through elegant technology. This is rather a lot to take in. It would be not considered unseemly, might I ask why you and yours are created? And more specifically, what is it that you now seek to do? Answering your questions requires that we revisit Allegan history. Pray bear with us. The Allegan Empire reached its zenith long before our kind came into being. In that glorious age, the Crystal Tower stood tall as the symbol of Allegan pride. Parents took their children there, that they might learn how the nigh limitless energy it produced brought prosperity to the whole empire. That prosperity, however, bred decadence, and the empire began to show signs of stagnation. This decline was made all the more rapid for want of strong leadership. In a matter of generations, the Allegan civilization became a pale shadow of its former self. Its once gleaming cities fell into disrepair, and its frontier lands were given over to the wilderness. Lamenting the pitiful state of affairs, one technologist made it his mission to restore Allag to greatness. Ammon was his name, and he believed that the ailing empire wanted for but a potent ruler, and none was more potent than his founding father, whom he sought to resurrect. The founding father? You cannot mean Emperor Xandel. Xandel? None other. As part of his experiments, Ammon created clones of the Emperor's descendants. We are the products of that experiment, copies of Une and Doga. Historical texts mention the reign of 2 Allegan empires named Xande. It was common belief that the second was namesake for the first. After all, such custom is not uncommon among royalty and commoners alike. To think that the two were in fact one and the same.
Aye, Xande returned from the grave and assumed his throne once more. And true to Ammon's predictions, the Emperor restored his realm to glory it once knew. Would that he could have been satiated with that.
In his previous life, the Emperor desired to bring the entire world under Allegan dominion, an ambition that ultimately went unfulfilled. Having been granted a second chance, he was determined to succeed. Realizing that he needed more power to wage his war of conquest, Xande turned his sights towards a forbidden source, darkness. In order to learn how to harness this power, he converted the Crystal Tower into a restricted research facility. Darkness again? Seven hells! What is it with the megalomaniacal rulers turning to darkness in their lust for power? Well, at least this one won't be bothering us, being thousands of years dead and all. Would that you were right, Master Garland. Alas, Emperor Xande is very much alive. Within Cyprus Tower, he still abides, his ambition burning all the more ardently for his empire's collapse. Oh. Wielding the power of darkness requires prodigious amounts of energy. Energy that not even the Crystal Tower could produce. In order to augment the shortfall, Dalamud was created and launched into the heavens. On high it hung, gathering the sun's energy and channeling it into the tower below. However, a miscalculation resulted in the surge of energy that escaped into the land. This triggered an earthquake of unprecedented violence, the calamity that ushered in the Fourth Umbral Era. Oh. In the blink of an eye, the mighty Allegan Empire was laid to waste. Yet even as the Crystal Tower was sinking into the earth, the technologist Ammon, now Emperor Xande's closest aide, invoked powerful magics and halted the flow of time. Every soul within the structure, the Emperor included, was placed in a deep slumber. In that state, they were to remain until the time was ripe to reawaken. Eras came and went, after millennia lying dormant. Dalamud was summoned back to Earth. Its descendant triggered the Seventh Umbral Calamity, in the wake of which the Crystal Tower re-emerged. At that moment, Emperor Xande awakened. In his lust for power, the Emperor consorted with darkness and was seduced by its corrupting influence. Even though his empire is now little more than a fading memory, he will stop at nothing to see his ambition realized. And there he is, sitting on the throne. "'Tis for no other purpose but to put an end to the Xande's madness that we exist. This is the mantle we have inherited for our namesakes, the true Une and Doga. Fearing what might befall the world, the two of them sought to thwart their emperor. They gave unto us their will, that we might carry on their mission should they fail. Excuse me. When we came to our senses within the Crystal Tower, we deliberated a course of action. Concluding that we alone could not overcome Xande, we struck out to find a worthy ally. It has taken years, but our search is finally over. 'Tis no ordinary man who can cut a path through the labyrinth of the ancients. With you as our champion, Kalhima, we are confident that we can end Xande's dark ambition once and for all. Well, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Setting my chagrin aside, I see now why you knew about the students of Baldessian, among a host of other things. You were observing our investigation the whole time. So, what will we do, Call? The world's in grave danger again, and it just so happens that you're an expert at saving it. Bum, 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 bum. You have our eternal gratitude. Together, let us see the Allegan Empire's dark past laid to rest. It has been our mission to recover the long-lost knowledge of the Allegan civilization. But what worth is that knowledge if it means subjecting the realm to peril? Truth be told, it pains me to think that the tower's secrets may become lost to us, but the greater good must ever come first. Besides, no quantity of ancient relics can compare to our friends Unia and Daga, living, breathing Allegans. And so I hereby declare a change in Noah's objective. Henceforth, we shall direct all efforts toward sealing off Cypress Tower. Its dark secrets must never know the light of day. Call, as you did for us within the labyrinth of the ancients, I would have you enter the structure and eliminate hostile elements. Suffice it to say, this includes Emperor Zandi himself. Meanwhile, the rest of us shall examine ways to isolate Cypress Tower from the outside world. To work, then. What are you planning on doing? Why are you following them? Sid is calling him back. Oh. Oh, no. And he's chasing after them. That's not good.
Wait, there is something I must know. My right eye is like yours. Does this mean...
You inherited that trait from your father, you said. Know that clones are unable to bear offspring. You have no cause for concern. The Allegan Eye, you called it, but to us it is the Royal Eye, owing to the fact that the trait manifests in only those possessed of royal blood. I cannot well explain why the eye runs in your line, but I am disinclined to think it a coincidence. So he's royal. He's Allegan royal blood. Though you are doubtless impatient to learn the truth, pray have patience. All will be revealed in due time. That's pretty interesting.
My apologies if I've given you cause to worry. I'm quite well, I assure you. As you can appreciate, there has been much for me to think upon. But now's the time for action, not idle thoughts. Cypress Tower awaits us. Your task is to eliminate all hostile elements within the structure, Zande himself included. This will afford us the chance to seal off the facility. May the crystal grant you strength. Whoa. Duty Finder has been updated with a new regular duty. That's a raid, isn't it? Enter Cypress Tower. Where do we go to do that? Oh, it's literally right here. Let me... It's here? Oh, it's an alliance raid. It's another alliance raid. It's not a regular raid. Or is it? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I see. It is
a 24-man alliance. I thought that it would be a regular raid. Okay, anyways, here's what we're gonna do. I am going to prepare and make myself lunch. So I will be back in maybe, let's say, 40 minutes, because I also intend on watching a guide for the tower, just so I'm a little aware of the mechanics and such. I know, spoilers, but I don't really... I probably won't watch a guide, but I'm still gonna go make myself lunch. So I will be back. There will be on the screen this. The mic will be nearby, but again, won't really be talking. So we'll leave it like that, and I will be muting my mic and eating lunch. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. I am back. I guess we should, party up. I don't know how long this is gonna take. It's like the last one, not very long at all, actually. But we'll see. Maybe for the purposes of this, make this a bit longer. Ah, there you go. Alright, here we go. We're entering the tower. We're doing a raid. Party member of Strawn. Oh. That's annoying. The entrance to the fellowship and notified itself before the entrance to the Crystal Tower proper. They aided their new comrades. Yoga, the companions, and the guard versus fellowship to satisfy. Anyway. Cool. 1 to 8 part, 8 players. Entry average item level becomes 70. So everything gets kind of pushed down. What else? What else? Well, we'll see. Should be very exciting, because it's another Alliance raid. Light party. Boy. There's still quite a lot of us. Crystal Tower, Cyrus Tower. Cyprus. Lally-ho. Okay, so that's my group. Scholar and Astrologian, Summoner, Machinist, Bard, Dark Knight, and me. Oh, that looks cool. Here we go. There's Shinobi here? What? Oh, somebody left in the Alliance C. Whoa. The heck is that? Oh. Interesting. I don't fully know what I did wrong. But, oh, okay. Staff of Eldering, Staff of Eldering. Release me. Now! Oh. Wait, maybe I shouldn't be touching that. Oh! What? I don't know how to... I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't understand. I have no idea what to do. How much urge black? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how that encounter worked at all. I'll just, I guess, read. I'll read both. I don't really know what I'm doing there. Hey, hello? Why is it doing that? Huh. Only have clones. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Whoa. This one doesn't seem to have any mechanics. That was relatively simple. Gladiator Paladin, more of these. I guess I'll just continue to read. I guess. I don't really... I need to look up how these things work, man. I just kind of... I'm doing whatever. Hmm.